Tennessee needs to worry about getting into the playoff because of TCU and USC. Low hanging fruit or truth?
Truth. I think Tennessee is in a position where they could definitely get to the college football playoff, but I don't think they would get in over the likes of a one-loss USC Pac-12 champion and or a 1 or 0 loss TCU Big 12 champion. You're going to say, well, Tennessee, they might beat they'd be favored on a neutral site against both those teams. That's fine. That's great. I still don't think I feel very good about trusting the committee enough to, keep a one-loss runner-up in the division in over the likes of a Power 5 conference champion. Like, I don't see it happening. I know a lot of people have suggested, well, Tennessee's in no matter what. They're in great shape, especially as Michigan falls out, if they lose to Ohio State or vice versa, and they're in great shape. Yeah, and for the time being, until you get to that 13th data point and somebody goes out and plays really well, next thing you know, they're knocking on the door to a college football playoff invitation as well. So I think there's a lot to look at when it comes to Tennessee. But no, I do not think they're a shoe-in at the moment by any stretch of the imagination.
I got a bonus question here for you. What if Michigan beats Ohio State and TCU runs and USC runs and everything? Would you take Ohio State or would you take Tennessee as a fourth team in the playoff?
Uh, it's a tough call. I think it depends a little bit on where Tennessee's at, and ultimately Tennessee's non-conference, Tennessee's non-conference in Pitt, not as impressive as Ohio State's non-conference in Notre Dame. Now, Tennessee was on the road and Ohio State was at home. So maybe that has an impact on how it's judged, but ultimately I think Ohio State would probably get the edge too, because Ohio State has had more recent success. You could say, well, that shouldn't matter. Well, look at the committee's rankings. They had Clemson at 4 in the initial college football playoff rankings, and you can't, still to this day, you cannot explain to me why. So I think they are somewhat influenced by what you've done in the past, and obviously that would not work out, very well for the aforementioned team.